the ruler of this small town, knowing the residents were about to rebel, actually cut off all power. At the same time, the electric fence designed to prevent the mutants from invading was also shut down. Outside the town, large numbers of mutants were surging toward Black Pine. Ethan led everyone to the tunnel to seek shelter, while Teresa went to the hospital to pick up her son. His sister Pam hurried to find David to ask him why he had cut off the power. It turned out that David believed the town had spiraled out of control. He intended to let the mutants enter the town, wipe out the residents, and then awaken the third group of cryogenically frozen people. He planned to rebuild the town and continue his rule. Pam pleaded with David to restore power. David readily agreed, but then he summoned guards to arrest Pam. Without the protection of the power grid, the mutants quickly began invading the town. Corpses littered the streets, yet David sat leisurely reading the newspaper. Kate led her team to stop the mutants, but there were simply too many of them. They were no match for the mutants. Kate had no choice but to fight her way back. Meanwhile, Pam tried to reason with the guard. Our goal has already been achieved. The pregnancy rate among the town's residents is rising, and humanity is reproducing in an orderly manner. But David has betrayed our original purpose. He wants to exterminate the town's residents just to secure his rule. We can no longer obey his orders. But before Pam could finish speaking, the chief guard electrocuted her. He ordered Paul to freeze Pam immediately. Meanwhile, the surviving residents, led by Ethan, had reached the tunnel, and Kate arrived just in time. But the mutants will find us here sooner or later, said Megan, the mayor's wife. This place isn't safe. She explained that at the end of the tunnel was an elevator that led directly to David's base. They hurried toward the elevator. Ethan and Kate entered first. Upon arriving at the base, they took out the guards upstairs. Ethan used the walkie-talkie to tell everyone to get on the elevator immediately. But when they came up, Ethan didn't see his wife and child. It turned out there were too many people. The elevator simply couldn't hold them all. They were still in the tunnel, and the mutants had already broken in. Ethan grabbed a bomb and rushed back downstairs. Fortunately, he arrived just in time and finally got everyone safely into the elevator. But suddenly, it turned out the mutants had crawled into the elevator shaft. They had destroyed the elevator and were now climbing up. Everyone quickly opened the elevator hatch and began crawling up the shaft toward the base. His son wanted Ethan to come with them, but Ethan told him he had to stay behind to stop the mutants from entering the base. Ethan then took out the bomb and wired it up. Just then, Kate rushed into the office and demanded that David restore power. But David declared that he was the boss here and no one could order him around. Suddenly, it turned out that Paul had disobeyed his superior's orders and rescued Pam. Teresa and Ben successfully made their way to the base, but just then the mutants also crawled into the elevator. Ethan immediately pressed the detonator, and the next second,